Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Al Babinick. This is Ted. He's going to be getting thrown to the ground a lot today. And thanks for helping us. We're talking about the takedown on crashing wings. How to do it, how not to get knocked over or like wobbled off to the side, and where they should end up if you do the technique right. Okay? Now, when we're doing crashing wings, we're doing a couple of things. The guy's got you. You have pressure points right in the forearm. So your hands go up and they stay out like the palms out. You turn them around, you compact the mass as you hit down. And those elbows are trying to hit those pressure points to make their hands open. All right? That's what's happening first. We're going to V-step around, and you don't want any gap in between your leg and their leg. Any gap, their leg's going to come back, hit you, and knock you over. All right? So we want to make sure there's no gap, and we're hitting with the tricep, actually, the triceps muscle, to the throat, and that's going to drag the person around. And when you do the elbow, wherever your elbow points, so if my elbow is pointing down here, the guy's going to fall right there. If I put my hand on my hip, my elbow goes around and down, and it throws them into the ground right there. Okay? And so it's where the elbow points is where the guy goes. All right, so let's see how to do crashing wings. I'm standing here, Ted's grabbed me, rear bear hug, arms free. My hands go up, I compact the mass. As I hit those pressure points, I grab the hand and come around. If you notice, there's no gap on the leg, and see how close his head is to me? That's why it's not an elbow to the chin, it's the tricep. And then as I come around, this is gonna do the elbow, hit to the groin, pivot, stomp to the head, and cross out. And that is crashing wings. Let's take a look at it from a side view so that you can see everything that's going on. So from here, I'm stuck. He's got me in a rear bear hug. I go up, I crash down, grab the hand, and cat around. From here, it's the tricep to the throat, and the groin shot, pivot, stomp, and cross out. He wouldn't be getting up, by the way. Now, one of the things that you want to remember about crashing wings is never hit past your knee. And I'll show you what I mean. Is that you are braced to hit down. So if I started the technique on this angle, I hit up, I come down, I grab, I get around. When I do my elbow and my hammer, you see where my hammer is versus my knee? I never hit past my knee. This is torque, marriage of gravity. You're hitting down. If you keep hitting with torque, I don't know if you can tell my stance, I have a great stance. I'm braced to the front or to this direction. So if I hit over here, I'm not braced for that. So I am not braced for a hit that goes over here. So once my hand passes my knee, I'm probably going to be off balance or wiggly or fall or something like that. So if you find that happening to you, you got to make sure, don't try to go too far. When you're going around, I'm going to start on an angle again. When you're going around and you're here in your reverse bow, as I pivot to my neutral, this should already have him. This is basically your position, but it's easier just to go up. So if you notice, this goes around and down like that. This comes up, down. So it goes up, down, torque, marriage of gravity, torque, marriage of gravity. It's not torque, torque as you're going through. That's what's going to throw you off balance. The difference between crashing wings and crushing hammer, we go around the other side, and when I do crushing hammer, it's actually an elbow to the jaw, which is going to knock the guy backwards and bring his feet up. Where this, I'm a little bit closer, and I hit with the tricep. They're both actually interchangeable. So if you're doing crashing wings and you hit the guy with the elbow, come in with the palm, knock him over your leg, still works. But the guy's going to go more to the back. Okay, he's going to fall to the rear. Where crashing wings, I drag the guy around. Okay, now I want to do kind of a little variation on crashing wings just for you. So when we come up and we grab the wrist and our hands on top, we're in an excellent position that we've been in before, and I'm going to show you how to get out of it. And the answer, by the way, is spiraling twig. So when I'm stuck like this, he's got me in the bear hug, and I come up and I start hitting down. And let's say as I'm moving off to the side, you see how I've got the hand here and I've got my hand on top? If he starts hitting me in the back of the head or to the side, I just pivot. Now, come on back up, Ted, if you could. I don't know if you can tell, my elbow or my arm is right behind his elbow. So when I grab like this, I've got this locked in. This is right behind his elbow. So as I'm in my cat stance, I pivot out of my cat stance and drop him down. And then all I do is roll this onto his hand, step back. I've got spiraling twig ready to go, okay? And if you know the extension, keep going, right? So if you're doing this technique, if you're doing crashing wings, and you step out to here and people start hitting you and you step, even if you step forward because they hit you in the back of the head, you can pivot, break their elbow, spin out just like spiraling twig, and you're good to go, all right? So we're going to do a little variation on bear and the ram. Now on this one, the group that you would go through, two-man technique is just an idea. It's just to give you ideas of how to move and how to get away and stuff like that. So the group is crashing wings, spiraling twig, squatting sacrifice. All right? That's the rear bear hug arms free group. You should be able to go from one to the other if you want to, whenever you want to. So if I was doing a two-man and Ted was behind me, you're guy number one. Ted's behind me, he's guy number two. As you grab, I do the first part, which is parry the hand, break the elbow, kick, and then I drop down and I get to here. Now if I come up to here and he's punching me in the head or he's doing anything like that, or if I feel more in danger from guy number one, I'm gonna pivot and break his arm. I get that same lock, I step back and pull him over this way. Now I have a body shield between me and you being the first attacker. And I can still kick him, I can still break his arm, I can do whatever I want according to the rules and principles of Kenpo. But that way, even if I hit you, he's still trying to hit me, I can pivot out, and that's how to do spiraling twig, but I had to move around a little bit more in order to make him be my shield in between you and I, all right? So, and then there's a version for squatting sacrifice too. But the version for squatting sacrifice, you have to do the shortcut, all right? So you have to do a shortcut on squatting sacrifice because you never want to give the guy your back. Hey, if you want to see the shortcut on squatting sacrifice and how it goes with bear and the ram and stuff like that, let me know. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to sign up, subscribe, and hit like. Right?
Yes.
See?
Do it.
Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.